Hello, everybody. Welcome back to Larry's Anything Goes. Hope you guys are having a great day. Today's rant is in regards to acting like an adult, aka acting like a grown man. I always find it fascinating. The older I get, I always end up running into people that are my age or older. I'm 35 years old, and they act like they're 16 to 17 years old. And when I say this, I'm saying in regards to giving you the mean mug, looking at you hard, like they're ready to start a fight. And I feel like every time I'm in one of those situations, I feel like I'm 16 years old. And I just wish more grown men would spend more time trying to handle their business, whether it's trying to be a good parent, good husband, good significant other, good business person especially. I wish they put more time into those things instead of putting time into try to act like they're on the prison yard. Because when I see situations like this, and when I'm in situations like this, I always, in a sense, kind of feel sorry for these people, because it's like you're letting me know and you're letting the rest of the world know how insecure you are, because your confidence revolves around mean mugging somebody like you're about to fight, knowing that you're not, because you got your three-year-old child there. And I'm not saying this so I can try to act like I'm the biggest, toughest guy in the world. I just always find these situations to be odd. The older I get, I think that these situations wouldn't occur the older I get. But it is 2017, it is 2018, and almost 2019, and yet still immaturity is on the rise in a big freaking way. So I could probably go on and on about this, because I've seen this with people that I've grown up with. I've seen this with people in my family. So it's like, it's not like my genes are, special or anything like that. But I just figure when people get a certain age, the maturity levels would rise to the occasion. But as a wise person once said, and wise people always say, age is nothing but a number. And in today's world, especially seeing with social media, people are proving that on a regular basis. No matter what state they live in, no matter what city they live in, no matter what the social or economic background is, they are showing that their immaturity is on the rise, one. And two, they give like 5-year-old answers. It's like he started it, and you just expect more from a grown man and a grown woman. And I guess in today's world, it's all about the machismo-ness, proving how tough you are and all that nonsense. And it just like I said, I always find it fascinating how things like that can occur. And apologize to me, I'm all sweaty. It's about 106 degrees out here today in Northern Virginia. I know there's a heat wave going on throughout the whole country, so it doesn't really matter where you live at right now. Everybody's getting a little taste of the heat. So for the people that live in those states where you usually get mountains and feet of snow, I'm sure they're probably enjoying this right now, because when the below zero cold weather comes back their way, I'm sure they're going to be like, man, probably for them, it's like, do I miss those 80 degrees or 85 degrees or 90 degree days, so that's my little bitty rant for the day. It's like, people grow up, no matter what your background is, no matter what your maturity level is, grow up and show respect. It's a dying thing nowadays, and you see it with a lot of these little kids out here nowadays. You see them talking back to their parents, and that still fascinates me to this day, because the one person that I feared in my life, and I still fear to this day, was my mother. It's funny. A police officer or another grown man could be in my face, still could not. My mother always had more attitude and fear that she instilled in me than any other person in this life. So I always laugh at that when I see these little spoiled brats out here nowadays just getting away with murder. And for the good parents out there, hey, more power to you. You're keeping your kids in check, keeping them in a respectful manner. A lot of credit goes to you. I'm not a parent, so I can't speak to anybody's parenting. I just speak to how I was raised, and I know it's a different time frame, but that's probably why so many people are so soft nowadays. When somebody looks at them, they cringing and start crying. So like I said, when I was in that situation just a second ago, I just started laughing, and I smiled in the person's face, because I'm just like, is this what values you as a man? Because if it is, you got a lot of work to do. That's all I can say. So it's interesting, you know. And I've talked to a bunch of people that I've grown up with in regards to these specific situations, and they just laugh and they just like, "Are you serious?" And I'm just like, "Yeah." It's just like immaturity at its finest, and you know, if you're older than me and you're trying to act like you're on a prison yard, then there's something wrong with that specific equation, and people should try to put more time and emphasis on things that really matter. You know, for me, what matters is entrepreneurship, ownership, making money, connecting with people who are on the same mindset, connecting with people who are at the place where I'm trying to get to. I say it every week. Those are my objectives. Those are my primary objectives when I wake up. Outside of, you know, handling my regular business, but I stay focused on my goals. I don't have time to be worried about other people. So when other people do their darndest to try to suck me into their, as my mother would say, minutia, I just can't do nothing but laugh about it because it's interesting, you know. So like I said, gone are the days when I'm like, hey, yeah, let's do this, you know, we're gonna fight, you know. That's just not me. Come on now. No real self-respecting grown man is gonna do that, in my personal opinion, but that's just me. A real self-respecting grown man has more things to handle outside of taking care of his business. He should be trying to get some sort of ownership on some level. I don't care how big or small it is. That should be the primary objective of every male out here nowadays. And that's it for now. Thank you guys for listening to my rant for the week. I promise to only do one once a week. That's my promise to you all. And if you're still listening to this, I greatly appreciate it. I hope you guys have a great day, and see you next time on Larry's Anything Goes.